Global News has learned former Medicine Hat Police Chief Mike Worden's resignation came after an investigation into a sexual relationship that also involved the exchange of sometimes graphic sexual messages over Facebook. In October of 2021, a woman Global News is calling Emily to protect her identity says she was surprised to receive a Facebook message from Worden saying he loved a tattoo she posted and wanted to know where she had it done. According to Emily, she was soon receiving daily messages from the chief, who also directed her to another of his Facebook accounts using a pseudonym. Eventually, the conversation and relationship turned sexual, and in messages obtained by Global News, Worden candidly describes his sexual proclivities and past encounters, including at parties with strangers. According to Emily, in early March, Worden told her he was under investigation and asked her to delete and deny everything. But she kept some of the messages, and when contacted by investigators in early May, she didn't deny the relationship. Worden declined an interview request and did not address the allegation that he directed Emily to delete messages and deny the relationship. In a statement, he says the relationship was consensual and investigators found no wrongdoing. However, he says, "I tendered my resignation as I felt that the situation had impacted my ability to lead the MHPS with the professionalism that is deserving of the men and women of the MHPS and the people of the city of Medicine Hat." The statement continues, "At no time was my position as chief or as a police officer a factor in the relationship." Emily says Worden sent some of the messages during work hours from a Facebook account in which he identified himself as the police chief. One policing expert says if it's true, the former chief directed Emily to delete messages and deny their relationship, that could warrant a criminal investigation.
Clear obstruction. It's bordering on whether this is criminal obstruct or obstruction under the regulations under the Alberta Police Act. But clearly, that's an obstruction here.
While Heed says a person's private sex life has nothing to do with their work, someone in Worden's position must exercise discretion. He also questions the Police Commission's actions since they were first made aware of the situation 2 months before Worden resigned.
And I think the Commission has a lot of responsibility to bear here. And you've got to really look at the fact is, were they trying to cover this up a bit? Did they think the public would never be made aware of this? Did they think that they could control much of this so it's no embarrassment on the Medicine Hat Police Department? It has failed. And I think at the end of the day, the cover-up may be worse than the activity that the chief committed.
The police service and the commission declined to interview requests. The commission says a summary report, which was not publicly released, cleared Worden of any wrongdoing. And Alberta's Solicitor General confirms the commission followed the proper protocol. Worden became Medicine Hat Police Chief in January of 2021, following a 25-year career with the Calgary Police Service, where he served most recently as the service's Chief Human Resources Officer. Eloise Terrien, Global News.